Hello, welcome. My name is Mr. Green. We are here to play some Minecraft. It's that wonderful time of day again that we get to play Minecraft. The wonderful game. Oh, we love it so much. Oh, guys, we got some wonderful things in store for you today. It is actually our first real episode on the channel, and we're gonna start it off with a bang. And we are going to make a witch farm today. Woo! I do not have a source of gunpowder yet in this world yet. All of the gunpowder and rockets that we have actually acquired in this world so far have been through manual creeper hunts, and that has not been very much fun. So to make that a little bit easier on us, I think we are going to get started on a witch farm today. Not to mention, there's some other amazing things that we can get from a witch farm. And I'm just so very glad to have you guys here in my world today. And I hope you enjoy your stay. And let's get right into it, guys. I swear, guys, it doesn't feel like it, but Christmas is right around the corner. So we've gotten some decorating started around here already. I don't know if you noticed the Santa hat outside on my statue guy. But first things first, before any build, we got to gather up a bunch of supplies. And that's going to start off here in the storage room. We got lots of storage in here. Got lots of things stored. And we're going to be able to get a couple of shulker boxes put together full of goodies, and we'll be right back with you here in just a minute as soon as we get that all put together. Alright, now we're back and we got 2 shulker boxes full of supplies here. We got plenty of stone bricks, probably way more than we're ever gonna need, and we got a trident here and some redstone torches, pistons, observers, all the goodies, lots of chests and hoppers. And I did get together a bunch of spruce planks because I do know I want to incorporate spruce into the build. I'm not entirely 100% sure how I want to go about that, but most likely we're going to end up putting in some sort of spruce floor. And as many of you guys know, the witch huts are actually made mostly out of spruce wood. So now we need to walk over to the mending area, the I guess XP farm, and get our tools fixed up before we head out. So one of the very first steps to making a witch farm would be finding a witch hut. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to actually go out and scout around the area and try to find ourselves a witch hut, because I actually have no idea where one is at. And luckily we have the elytra. That is a huge bonus. And it's a big perk in trying to find a witch hut, because it's going to help us cover a lot of ground very quickly. But still, witch huts are very few and far between, so it's going to come down to a little bit of luck and patience probably in the end. And we'll see where we end up here in just a little bit. I couldn't resist flying through this tunnel. Let's get it. Alright, and we will check back in with you guys here shortly, and hopefully we will find one. After flying around for quite a while, we see this here. We got a broken nether portal. These are actually a little bit rare, not super rare, I guess, but they're always nice to see. Always got some good loot. Look at that. We got ourselves a nice little enchanted golden helmet, some golden nuggets, some golden horse armor, lots of golden everywhere. Even some flint and looks like a flint and steel here. I mean, don't want to waste anything. We'll just take it with us. And we are actually in a swamp, so maybe if we... It's always cool how these generate. They look really neat. Let's see if we can wander around here and maybe get a little bit lucky. We are, again, like I said, inside of a swamp, so hopefully if we just walk around for a little... Oh! What's that? There we go, guys. We got one! Alright. So we found one. It's it's in the water, which not perfect, but I can work with it. I definitely can do something here. Okay. We have a witch hut. That was the main goal, and we got that goal accomplished. And now we can move on to the next step, which would be everything else. Oh boy. Okay, so we got a lot of work, guys. Let's get started. Alright, so before we start really anything on the witch hut, I want to get the old axe out here and walk around and do some deforestation. Let's get all these trees cleared out, get the leaves. Honestly, those are gonna naturally deteriorate by themselves, but let's go ahead and give them a head start if we can. But we're gonna get all these trees out of here so that we are gonna light up the whole little island here, or peninsula, whatever you want to call this thing. We're gonna light it up so that hopefully we won't have any spawns at all, but if we do happen to have spawns, I don't want to have the skeleton guys or zombie guys just hiding underneath the trees and staying alive and messing with my mob spawns. And just mainly, I don't want to have any other spawns around here if that's possible. So we're just gonna get the trees out of the way to just avoid that issue if at all possible. So. Alright, now that we got all of the trees pretty much cleared out of the way, these leaves are just going to naturally kind of be dropping all over the place. We're going to take the stone bricks, kind of go out here into the water a little bit and see if we can start putting in the outline of where I want the collection area for the witch hut. We're gonna make just like a big rectangular room, I think. Nothing too special. I may end up detailing it a little bit and making it look kind of nice, but ultimately we just need a functional room that we can put an item sorter and a collection unit of sorts, just to store and sort the items that we're going to get from this witch farm, which I guess I haven't really mentioned it much, but a witch farm will actually produce probably one of the most amount of items out of like any mobs. The witch will drop, I think it's 7 different items from well, I guess we could have up to 8 or possibly 9 if you want to include different kinds of potions. But the main items that we're going to be farming out of this witch farm will be glass bottles, sticks, spider eyes, sugar, glowstone dust, redstone dust, gunpowder, and I believe that was it. Like I said, we could actually put on a collection area to start collecting potions such as instant health potions or potions of swiftness, and occasionally fire resistance potions, or just kind of depends on what potion the witch decides to use when it's getting killed. But ultimately I've kind of found that those potions are pretty simple to brew, and I don't really have much issue staying stocked up on those by just brewing them myself, and they just end up clogging up my system too much to where, I mean, ultimately it's just too many of them. I mean, if you guys want to put on an area where you can collect those thousands of health potions or whatever, it'll give you a lot of potions. So definitely a great source for health potions and potions of swiftness if you want those guys. But personally, that is not for me. So we are going to be collecting all the other items, like I said, and we will leave all those other potions. We'll just kind of spit into a little lava pool, so they won't cause us too much issues. Alright, and we got the last bit of these bricks placed around, so we got a perimeter completely put in here. And hey, you, I see you. Out, get out of here. Alright. Drowns in the swamp, is that gonna be a problem? Hopefully not. So what we're gonna need now is our sponges. Luckily, I have a good supply of sponges in this world because I have actually raided a lot of sea temples. Yeah, a lot may be an exaggeration, but a few. So normally you could use sand to fill this in. Sand, gravel, bricks, really any blocks you could fill this in manually and then just mine it back out and get rid of the water, but see, that's not gonna work the best. Alright, let's try in the corner maybe? Maybe the corner will have better luck. I don't fully understand the best way to get this to drain out, but maybe a little trial and error and we'll get it to work for us here. Hopefully. Uh-huh. Okay. Perfect. One really great thing that I honestly didn't know until a few months probably after playing this game, you can take sponges, wet sponges, into the Nether, and as soon as you place them down on the ground, they dry out. So instant dry sponges, no fuel required, no cooking time in the furnace, and yeah, saves a lot of time. So just make sure you take your hoe with you so that you can pick them back up really quickly, and that'll save you a lot of time and fuel in the water removal process. Alright, and as we're getting the rest of this water soaked up here, it's probably a good time to remind you guys that I am actually brand new to YouTube. I've had this channel for a little while. I haven't really done much on it, mostly been over on Twitch doing streaming, but our internet as of late has not really been sufficient for me to be streaming on. So I am gonna try my best to start doing guides, let's plays, small little tutorials of what I do know about Minecraft. Like I said, I've been playing for a good 6 months or so, and in those 6 months, I have spent most of my time learning everything that I can learn about Minecraft. Not to say that I know everything, because that's definitely not the truth, but we're getting there, and I would like to share with you guys what I do know about Minecraft and maybe provide a little bit of entertainment along the way. So right now we're just trying to frame out this whole room that we will be putting the item sorter and storage area in, bringing it down just a couple more blocks because we don't have quite enough room in here as it is. I'm not entirely sure how deep we need to make this, but I know at least a couple blocks deeper. We'll know as we get this put together. Just kind of play it by ear. So now that most of those leaves have deteriorated and we have this whole island area right here kind of cleaned up, we need to spam this whole land with torches and just light the whole area up. We're gonna go a little overboard with this because torches are kind of cheap. Honestly, I got way too much coal in this world, so we're gonna spam the whole area with torches like crazy, and that will ensure that we will have absolutely no spawns on this area over here, and that's gonna help our witch farm produce even more witches, which is excellent, and that's the main goal. So I went a little heavy on the torches. Better safe than sorry, honestly, with the lighting. But now that we got that done, we get to go over to the witch hut, and we got the hole underneath it cleared out and dried out. So that's finished up. Now we make a little staircase right here to jump up inside the witch hut. And what we need to do is actually go ahead and take out the cauldron and the crafting table here, as well as the flower pot and the fence post inside of the window. We need to run back over here and grab a little bit of our spruce planks, though, so that we can actually use them in the witch hut. So I want to make this look as neat as we possibly can. Like I said, the spruce is mainly what the witch hut is made out of, so it's gonna match it nicely. So let's knock that flower pot out and see when we put that in there, it's gonna match it perfectly. So that's what we're going for with this build here. Again, just making it look nice and neat, nice and clean. And it doesn't have to be perfect though. And now we're gonna do the spawn trap trick here by putting some glass panes 1 block above the floor. We're gonna cover the entire inside of the witch hut with glass panes just like that. And we're gonna cover up the doorway with a couple of spruce planks here, just to get the lighting nice and dark in there, so that way we can make sure that we have a witch spawn. Now we just need to back up at least 24 blocks away from the witch hut and just give it a minute or two and see if we can get a witch to spawn. I can already hear him in there laughing. Laugh away, you're trapped. Alright, I also wanted to mention that it's entirely natural for it to take a little while for you to possibly get one of these guys to spawn in here. It did take me, I think, 5 attempts switching the difficulty from peaceful back to hard and back and forth like that. It took a few tries, so if it takes some tries, don't worry if it doesn't happen your first try. Don't freak out. Just switch your difficulty to peaceful and back away, switch it to hard, and try again. So now that we have isolated where the witch will spawn, we're going to knock out these 3 spots right there and leave this other spot. We're going to actually knock it out and replace it just so that we can see it a little bit easier underneath. That way we'll know that is the actual witch spawn area. We'll go ahead and take out the rest of these glass panes because we don't need them here anymore. But we have now isolated the spot where the witch will spawn. And that's another step in the right direction. So now, one of the next things we're actually gonna need for the project is gonna be 2 trapdoors. Doesn't really matter what kind they are. I guess maybe iron might not work. Kinda depend. I'm really thinking you use a wood trapdoor. Really, any kind of wooden trapdoor should work. We're gonna go ahead and place 1 trapdoor right here and the second trapdoor right here and just open them up, and that's gonna provide full spaces to the witch's AI and basically trick it into thinking that there is a full block there and that it can walk off if it doesn't already get pushed off by the glass block that we're about to put over its head. Which, spoiler alert, that's the next step. So now we come back in here and we're gonna go ahead and put down a temporary block and then a glass block and break the temporary block. And now we have 1 glass block floating right above the witch spawn block, which is gonna help push it off into the openness as soon as it spawns in, just making it move along a little bit faster. Next thing is to fill the remaining area of the witch hut up with really any block of your choice. I have chosen spruce blocks. So that's what we're going to use here. I'm going to break out the bridge here, and we need to come back in with some slabs shortly and slab up the area. So now we need to put together the kill chamber for the witches underneath the spawn platform, and to do this we're going to actually use 4 pistons and 8 observers, which I think it's the cheapest way of doing this. I don't really know of a cheaper way. Maybe there is, but anyway, we're basically just gonna make an infinite loop on 4 pistons to where they will constantly, power a chain around so that we can make a Trident Killer, which will end up killing all the witches for us, so that we won't have to stand down here and swing our sword at them or anything, and we'll just be able to stand up top on a platform and AFK, which actually makes this so much easier. So once we got our 4 pistons laid out in a circle just like this, we are going to actually put the observer. The first one will go with the arrow facing away from the piston, just like that. Have this next arrow facing into the piston, next one with the arrow facing out from the piston, and it's really, you're just making a circle with the arrows. If you pay attention to where the arrow on top of the observer is pointing, we're just going to point them around in a circle basically. And once we connect this last one right here, we are going to be able to put a lever onto one of the pistons. Really doesn't matter which piston you pick on this, just onto the back of any piston. We're gonna take a lever and attach it to the back of it. We're gonna actually move this over to a block shortly, but as you can see, they're going to move around one time, and then after you flick it a second time, it's going to start moving around infinitely, and then that's your kill chamber. So, very simple way to set up a Trident Killer. Which basically, after you got that set up, you just need to throw a trident into the center of it. And those drowns are wonderful for getting those tridents, so, I mean, I've been over here building this thing for, oh, look at that. We've already got our first witch to drop into the chamber. That's how you know it's going to work. So, coming underneath the kill chamber for the witch farm, we're actually gonna go ahead and throw down a hopper right underneath the platform where the witches will land inside the kill chamber. And on top of this hopper, we're gonna actually need to make some rails real quick because I forgot to bring some with me. So let's get those crafted up, and we actually only need one of them. We're gonna hop up here and place one rail on top of the hopper, and then we're gonna need to grab our minecart hopper and put that right on top as well. And we're gonna go ahead and surround that around with some spruce stairs to make sure that it doesn't move anywhere. Sometimes you have to be a little bit creative with the stairs. Then we're going to go ahead and fill in right here with just some more spruce planks just to make it look nice and neat, and to make sure we're keeping that light level inside the witch farm nice and low. Next, we're going to go ahead and run a line of hoppers straight down here underneath the hopper minecart. And this is going to be our just our line of distribution across all of the sorters that we will have attached to it here shortly. This is going to keep everything nice and organized inside the witch farm, so that way we don't just have a bunch of cluttered chests where we just don't know where anything is. And now what we need to do is just start hooking up all the redstone on the back for the item sorter. And if you guys would like, I could make a separate video for this. Just leave a comment down below saying item sorter, and would definitely have no problems making a tutorial for you on item sorters. They're a pretty simple redstone thing to make, and what's great about them is you can make a endless line of item sorters. If you want to, you know, sort every item in the game, go for it. A lot of iron and a lot of redstone, but definitely possible. So, but ultimately, I think that the best thing about using an item sorter is just being able to attach it to a mob farm. Not having to manually go through all of the items from a mob farm, to me, is one of the greatest things ever. Personally, I don't use item sorters for like my storage rooms, just because they just, when you try to sort all the items in the game or every item that you would possibly carry on yourself, it just gets to the point of just pointless, to say the least. It's definitely doable, but at some point you're just doing things because you can and not to be effective anymore. And that's what I try to do in Minecraft, is be as efficient and as useful as I can with things. So if I find something is not helping me, and it is honestly holding me back more than it is assisting me or helping me get ahead, then I will definitely change that as soon as I can. Okay, I know some of you are gonna know this, but one of my absolute favorite things to do in Bedrock Minecraft, I don't think Java is fortunate enough to have this feature yet, but Slabs actually will allow light to shine through them. If you have a light source directly underneath a slab, then you can actually cover it up completely with the slab, and it will not diminish any of the light source, which is absolutely amazing, which means that we can have completely hidden light sources in Bedrock Minecraft, and that is amazing. And now we get to walk over here and see this beautiful, beautiful spruce floor. Completely free of torches or light sources, and it's gonna be beautifully lit up at nighttime. And I absolutely love doing this trick with slabs. And if you guys aren't doing this in your worlds, you definitely need to take advantage of it, because it is one of the best lighting techniques I have found. Now, I really only have some detailing left to do on this build. Everything is all put together. We got the item sorters all put together with their redstone. The collection is put together. The kill chamber is put in. It all looks like it's pretty well put together. Now we just need to put on some nice details and kind of enclose the whole thing and put a skybox up above it, of course, so that we can AFK and get all those beautiful, beautiful rewards. So I think we are gonna go do the detailing, and I will come back and we will show you guys the finished product. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have the witch farm. It is all done and dusted, Minecraft cow approved. Our little buddy says, yes sir, it is good to go. Let's go down here and look at this. We got an underwater collection area. Walk inside, step on them pressure plates. Close the door for you. Look at this. We got a nice glass ceiling to look up into that swampy water. Oh, it looks beautiful, and it's not even done all the way, guys. I'm sure I'm gonna come back in here and detail it some more. This is just the bare minimum of it being done, but guys, I am exhausted. We have been going at this for with the video and everything, probably a little over 8 hours, 9 hours now, and good golly, yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, this very first episode of the Green Guide to Survival in Minecraft. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys come back to see many more videos on my channel. But until next time, goodbye and happy building, guys.